Emma Watson is one of those rare figures whose presence feels enduring, almost timeless. Millions first knew her as Hermione Granger, the sharp, brave, and principled witch whose intelligence and courage inspired a generation. Yet while Hermione marked Emma's early life, what defines her now is the deliberate way she has navigated fame, forging a life rooted in thoughtfulness, authenticity, and quiet strength. Growing up under a global spotlight is rarely simple. From her first film to red carpet appearances, Emma's life unfolded publicly, every choice scrutinized and catalogued. For most, such exposure breeds anxiety or impulsive decisions. Emma, however, demonstrated uncommon composure. She allowed herself space to grow naturally, embracing learning, reflection, and self-discovery over instant validation. In doing so, she transformed the challenges of early fame into lessons in resilience and groundedness. Education became one of her defining choices. In the midst of career opportunities and global attention, Emma enrolled at Brown University and studied at Oxford. This step was not a pause, but a conscious act of grounding herself beyond performance and visibility. She showed that curiosity, intellectual growth, and reflection are not luxuries. They are essential for a life of meaning. By balancing fame with study, she cultivated a personal identity that could thrive independent of public expectation. Emma's advocacy work further reflects this depth. Her commitment to gender equality and social responsibility is marked not by performative gestures, but by sustained, thoughtful action. She speaks with clarity and humility, emphasizing collaboration and ongoing learning rather than quick fixes or sound bites. Her activism is not a performance. It is lived, reflective of the values she has carried throughout her life. Her public image also challenges conventional notions of perfection. Labeled as a role model from a young age, she has quietly resisted the pressure to remain static or flawless. Emma demonstrates that identity evolves, and growth does not erase values. It refines them. Even in fashion, she expresses individuality and ethical choices, refusing to let style become a measure of worth, while embracing experimentation as a form of self-expression. What ultimately sets Emma apart is her quiet confidence. She does not chase attention, rush to clarify criticism, or rely on spectacle. Instead, she moves with intention, choosing projects, appearances, and causes that align with her principles. This measured approach allows her to maintain coherence, authenticity, and resilience, qualities that resonate far more deeply than constant visibility ever could. Emma Watson's story is not defined by singular triumphs, but by the integrity and thoughtfulness woven through every stage of her life. She models a version of adulthood in the public eye that values reflection over reaction, substance over performance, and growth over perfection. In a culture that prizes noise, she reminds us that quiet, intentional presence can be a form of strength, and that authenticity, lived patiently, leaves the most lasting impact.